This year, for our annual Beach Week vacation, we decided to go over to Fort Myers Beach on the west coast of Florida. This video is a recap of 2 days of morning fishing, where Christian and I took the boat out, leaving at daybreak. Each day we went out, caught some bait fish, and then headed north of the Sanibel Causeway bridge to fish around the mangrove islands. This video is a recap of the action that we had during those 2 days. I really don't think Christian noticed that there was dolphins swimming that close to us when he caught that first fish. This area that you see here is a very large grass flat that is situated between two mangrove islands. Very shallow water, not even knee deep. I had been waiting earlier. Christian spotted some fish in the area, got out of the boat, go give them a try. So I anchored up, got out, waded on out also. You can see a channel in between the two mangroves there, just to the left of the video. Christian wanted to float through there. Thought it might be an interesting place for fishing. The tides were not conducive on this first day. We did give it a try on the second day. This grass flat had numerous schools of bait fish swimming around on it. Lots of mullet jumping around the edges. A lot of times you'll find redfish along with the mullet. We gave it a valiant effort. The second day, before the sun came up, we were out trying to find some chum. Found some powdered chum at a bait shop. So we were working the flats, trying to get some bait fish up. I was generally fishing artificials. In fact, I think I was fishing artificials the entire time we were out. Christian was fishing mostly natural baits. Chum worked very well. Christian was good with the net. This fish struck the lure on about my third cast of the day. Christian had just gotten his live bait cast out in the water and ended up having to get it back to the boat so he could take over controls of the trolling motor. Fish got a good run off of me initially because I had the drag set way too light on the reel. After I got it cranked down and tried to get him a little bit closer, he got himself into some structure there on the point of the mangrove island. Christian motored us a little closer so I could get in a position and try to work him out. And as sometimes happens, when a fish gets you in structure, you get broke off. A little while later, I did wade over to that area. I was kind of hoping the fish still had that leader hung up in the structure, but he was not to be found. Well, on these 2 days of fishing, the natural baits outfished the artificial baits. Christian was much more successful than I was. I was using artificial strictly the entire 2 days. We continued to fish this grass flat in between the two mangroves. I decided to get out and wade a little closer to that channel that cut between the two islands just to see how deep the water was up there, whether we'd be able to get through. And it did get deeper, so Christian came on up, picked me up, and we trolled on through there fishing. When we got to the other side, it got shallow very quickly, and the tide was not in our favor. This boat only requires 8 inches of water, but there wasn't 8 inches of water, and we ended up having to push it on over to deeper water. It was a fun couple of days of fishing. Really enjoyed being out there on the water with Christian. Looking forward to our next trip.